Hello, it's Shoaib again here from Media King, and in today's tutorial, what we're gonna do is look at a login form by using and utilizing PHP function called sessions. Sessions is an easy concept to understand. In basic, it's how your data is stored when you log in or access a certain part of the web server, or in simpler terms, when you need to access a web page from a website, the design could have these web pages gridlocked almost, and allow only authenticated users to view the pages. So that's what sessions are. So anytime you log into a website, chances are it's set in sessions, and you may see things cropping up in websites as you browse online, called cookies. So each time a session is set, it's really setting a cookie in your browser's settings. So it could be in Internet Explorer or Firefox or Chrome. The session sets a cookie in your browser. When you log out, it clears that cookie or the session, so the web server knows you're not logged into the website anymore. And it's an old concept, and there's many variations of it, and alternatives. So without further ado, let's look at our website here. Look at where we was at last time. Give me 1 second there. So last time we looked at the email form, contact form, and made it work with our personal email address. That was from myphpform.com. This time we're going to look at well, as I've said, the sessions. We've got nice scripts from tutorialspoint.com. So let's go ahead and do that. So first thing, what we want to do is add a login link to our home page. So open up the index.html page, which is here. Copy one of the links and paste it down there. Duplicate or whatever. So let's call this login .php, and the link name is login. Hit save on that. If you refresh your home page, you should see a new link there called login. Okay, back in our server here, create a new file called login. Remember, all lowercase, to keep things simple. Login.php, and oops, there's already a file called login. Sorry, I've already created it before actually, so I'm going to go into code editor. So yeah, you could see login there. Again, here it's all lowercase, all the other links are lowercase. So go into the login.php there and grab the login code, paste that in there. Let me explain a little bit again. I think this is good for users who are new into web design and development, or web application development. So again, PHP tag at the top sets initializes an object, sets the session to start. Then I think this here to report all the errors, and initialize the reporting of them. I don't really know too much about what these functions do, but that's my best guess. HTML standard code here. All this HTML tags, headers, bodies, titles. And then we go into PHP here. It's a PHP function here. So PHP message. This is I think what I should tell you guys as well is, to understand the PHP better, you should start reading into more object-oriented programming languages such as PHP itself, C#, VB.NET, Java, even C++ could help. So if you go online, there's a lot of tutorials out there. There's literally hundreds of thousands of websites teaching you these programming languages, so you'll understand things like variables. So if you're already up to speed, you'll know that this is a variable here called message, and it's a PHP variable because it's got the $sign there, and it's not initialized because it's empty, and you could tell it's got these two, so it will be a string for the data type. So we've got an if statement here. If post set is login, and username is empty, password is empty, we're going to throw the message. It's going to be an error there. However, if the username equals to user, password equals to password, and that's what was entered in our post values there, we're going to say the session is true because the user was authenticated. We're going to set the timeout timer, start running that, and we're going to say the username for this session is known as user. We're going to echo some HTML, give a message to the user if everything's okay. Otherwise, we're going to throw the error message, it's the wrong username and password. Then we've got the form itself. You can see this is embedded HTML in PHP this time. Normally we have PHP embedded in HTML, but this is HTML here embedded in PHP. So we've got the form there. I'm sure by now you understand what a HTML form looks like. Form tag there, and a form tag there. It's got a form class to process. It's got form sign in. Form sign in there, which is a class. It's written up here in our div as well, so to show where the PHP should action these things. The role form, don't know what the role does actually. I'll need to look that up. The action, we say process this on the server, make sure there's no special characters. Method is to post back to the server. This is a title here, so for the header, we've got the message tag here to echo out any errors. Then we've got the inputs, name, username, password, and we say things like required. Username is required, password again, it's required. So the user has to put in the password and the username. Then the login button itself. If everything's okay and the PHP process this form, we're going to log in, and we'll also see this here on the login page, which says log out of the session once you're logged in. So it's an option to log out once you're logged in. So we're going to save that there. We could see this in action very soon. Hit save. Oh, no, so that's already fine there. So we're going to refresh our page, hit login, and there we go, we've got our login page. Let's try to log in. User is my username is called user, and the password is password. You get your username and password from the file itself. The login page, as we can see, we set them. I think we set them just here actually. Username is user, password is password. Let me just double check. Yeah, I believe that's what it's been set there. So whatever you change user to or password to will be your details that you use in your form here. So hit login there. There you go. Once you've logged in, as I said, if everything's successful, you'll see this message here. You've entered a valid username and password. The session is set, and you're now logged in. As you can see here, the session is set, and you're now logged in. To log out, we're going to need a logout page. So let's get the logout code, which is right here. I'm going to copy that. Go to our, we've already got a logout page as well. I must have already done this before. Paste that code in there. So again, it's a PHP tag, sets a session to start, and we unset the session, or we clear the sessions for the password and username. Once we've done that, we refresh the page and send it to our home page, which is set in this URL tag here, and our home page is index.html, and we do that after 3 seconds. We have 3 here. That could be 10 seconds or 1,000 seconds, and it happens. I think you should be able to see this message as well. You have cleaned the session, or you have logged out. Hit save on that there. Okay, that's done. If we go to, let's try to log out now. Click here to clean the session. As we saw, you have cleaned the session, and in a few seconds we should go to the home page. Boom, there we go. Great. So we've logged in, we've created the login page, the session that was set by our page, and we logged out, and we was redirected to our home page. I hope you learned a lot there, and you've learned how to pick up what sessions are, and you could play about with them now, test them out, change your page, create a profile page. So instead of coming to the home page, you could set the page to go to a user profile, for instance, in this logout page. So instead of coming back to the home page, it could go to a could be called profile page. You could go to a profile, and then in there you could have a logout button in there to log out, which then maybe logs out user and goes to the home page. So there you have it. I hope this was a good tutorial for you. Short one, but sweet, and I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, remember to subscribe, and if you've got any questions or suggestions, comment below and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Bye.